If you, as a man, are an incel, I didn't know what a fucking incel was up until 2 hours ago. Okay, I was talking to a buddy, and he's like, "Yeah, black pill this," and I was like, "What's black pill?" I searched it up and tried to figure it out, and I realized, wow, there's probably a ton of guys that feel alone, right? Apparently, guys have more suicide rates than women, and if you are one of these guys that is thinking these thoughts and you feel alone, you're not alone. Everyone feels these thoughts, and you have to understand that we all feel the same shit, but we suppress it more than anybody else. Okay, within that there is a very negative stigma, and what happens inside of your head, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not getting pussy and that's the reason that you're depressed, stop blaming everyone else, my guy. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. If you feel like all these girls, they're just so feminist and they're just trying to be like, they only get with the top guys because they're fucking like beasts and they're so good looking, they're so handsome, dude, look at yourself and love yourself first. Take a step back and be like, damn, awareness precedes capacity, right? And in order to change something, I have to be aware of it, and in order to be aware of it, I have to see it, and in order for me to see it, I have to pay attention to things outside of what I am so focused on and so dialed in on. And I could sit here and talk about how religion is like a distraction, how, so many different things are distractions and everything, and dive into random shit. But this is just my yap channel. I'm EG, I yap, and I talk. Okay? Me yapping right now. I want you to be a better fucking man. I was sitting here and I figured out about black pill and I was like, huh, I wonder if anybody's made a video on why people are black pill or, incels. And this is my reasoning. This is my reasoning is that you do not care enough about yourself to take care of yourself. If you do not shower every day, if you don't actually try to quote unquote looks max and put a little bit of tiny effort in so that you can love yourself in order to be able to love other people, that's why you don't get pussy, right? If you just cared a little bit about what you did, you cut your hair, you brushed your teeth, you stopped wearing all that fucking janky ass clothes, and you put on some like, chill fit. Maybe you put a little effort into what's trending or whatnot. It doesn't matter that it's trending. Who cares about following trends? But it's just about, again, why not just have a little fun and try something that's different? And maybe it's a little bit out of your comfort zone, which is totally fair. But why sit there and stick to the same thing that you've always stuck to when if nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you continue doing the same thing every single day, day in and day out, nothing will ever change and everything will stay the same. The minute that you change something and you actually care about what it is that you do and you remember about your vision day in and day out, that's when everything is going to change. Confident people get confident because they continuously prove to themselves that they are a person of influence. They're a person that can do the things that they say they're going to do. And Boogie said it best when they said word is bond. If word is bond, that's when you prove this self-confidence into yourself and you're able to actually take action on the things that are going to help you and move you forward in life, and you're going to feel cognitive assertion, right? I usually ask people, and I sit here and I have a lot of conversations with people. Maybe I talk fast. This is just me being authentic. um what does cognitive dissonance mean to you? It might mean something like, cognitive dissonance is just like, I don't know. That's what a lot of people will say. I don't know. Cognitive dissonance to me is when your actions don't align with your principles, right? So you have misalignment within this. So what does this do? This creates confusion in your head and you don't know where to move. What you do with cognitive assertion, right? Like cognitive congruency, I guess you could say, everything is aligned. So it's like a knee. You're able to move the knee, right? This is your knee. It's moving. You're able to move it back and forth. If it's dislocated and it's right here, it fucking hurts and it's cracking and it's fucking in a weird way. So you have to make sure that these are aligned and you have cognitive assertion so that your knee moves freely. And I'm not talking about your knee, I'm talking about your mind as a whole and you as a person. In order to build confidence, in order to build trust, belief, faith, and trust within yourself, you as a person, you need to build that belief in yourself. You need to build trust in yourself and faith in yourself that you can and you will get out of this slump. I don't sell a course. I don't sell any of these things for this incel shit. I don't know anything about this. This is just my yap channel and I'm just yapping. And my buddy was telling me about this and I was like, there's no way. There is no way that guys are actually like this. And if you are one of these guys, I'm telling you right now, you know that you're just fucking telling yourself a lie. There's no way that you fully believe that. And if you really do fully believe it, how? Tell me that you fully believe it and convince me, because I know that you don't believe it inside of yourself. In your heart of hearts, you do not believe that shit to be true. Because I know you can get some pussy. I know you have confidence. I know that you have skills that you are good at, that you can go and take action on, that you feel good doing. And that feeling isn't just in those. You can expand it into other things. And if you can convince me, then hey, you're actually the GOAT. But I'm gonna ask you million questions, million and one questions. If you feel like this and you feel lonely or whatever, DM me on Instagram. I'm always here, bro. Like I genuinely, this is a crazy subject to me because I just kind of like barely found out about this stuff and like actually realized kind of what it is. I don't know if this is exactly what it is, but this is just me yapping. Okay. Um, if you need help with this stuff or you want to build new confidence, hey, go ahead, like DM me. I'm not gonna charge you anything. I'm literally just like, hey dude, let's build men and let's build men of confidence, because I know that there's so much potential in every single human being. If you're fat, if you're skinny, if you're, whatever, just as a guy and you want to pull some bitches, dude, let's work on you and let's guide you and help you become better. So cheers, boys.